Hi everyone, and here we are in day 7 of Restart. Congratulations for sticking with it so far. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. I mentioned before in these videos that I'm giving you the kind of the different component parts of a lesson that I normally run, which would last an hour or sometimes longer. And what we do a lot of in my classes is mindfulness exercises towards the end of the class. I'm going to show you the basics of one of those exercises today, so there'll be a little less movement and a little bit more mindfulness. So see how you find that, and let me know how you find that. It's it's probably the most commonly used and most liked by my students mindfulness exercise that we're going to do. So hopefully you'll enjoy it, but let me know how you found it. So we'll start today just stood up. So if you come, take your feet so they're wider than hip width, about shoulder width. I'm going to take a breath in, raise the arms up, and then as you breathe out, bend the knees, lower the arms down. If you can, bring them and just brush the ground. Then inhale, raise up. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, come up. Nice straight back all the time. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, come up. As you bring your hands to the top now, you can either bring the palms together or just keep them slightly apart. Imagine you're holding a ball in your hands there. We're going to take that ball over towards the left side. Make a big circle in the air. Lower down towards the ground. Come up on the right. Going back up to the top. When you go round again, stretch all the way around this circle, not just up the top and the bottom. So you're stretching at the sides, stretching as you come down, stretching down at the bottom. And the same on the way back up. And pause at the top. We're going to go back round the opposite way, so down on the right. And back up on the left. Stretching all the way round the circle. And when you get to the top, take an inhale. And exhale, lower your arms down. And take your feet out wider. Toes pointing forward. We'll take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Nice gentle stretch to start this practice off. Relax the bottom of your back. Let your head hang loose. And take an inhale, raise your arms up. Interlace your fingers at the top. Take a side bend over to the left. And back to the centre. And over to the right. And back to the centre. And lower your arms down. And turn the left foot out. And bend the left knee. Bring your knee so it's over the top of your ankle. Turn your chest and your shoulders. Raise your hands up. Come into warrior one. And rotate your body round. Lower the arms down. Take your gaze out over your left hand. Warrior 2. And allow your right hand down. Left hand palm up. And reach up. And back to reverse warrior. Allow the left hand forward. Bend at the elbow. Remembering what we did yesterday. Keeping that right shoulder up. Bring the right hand up and over to side angle. And lower your right hand down. Push up with the left. Bring your left foot to point forward. Turn your right foot out. Bend your knee. Then bringing your knee right over the top of your ankle. Turn your chest and hips. Raise your hands up to warrior 1. Rotate your body round. Lower the arms down to shoulder height. Looking out over your right handed warrior 2. Lower your left hand down. Right hand palm up. And reach up. Back to reverse warrior. And bring your right arm forward. Down to the thigh. Again, remembering that shoulder. Keep that shoulder pointing up. And reach up. And over to side angle. Lower the left hand down. Push up with the right. Bring your toes to point forward. Turn the left foot out again now. You can take the right foot onto the ball of the foot. And bring your hands down to the mat. Then step back with the left foot. And push up to downward facing dog. While you're in downward facing dog, walk the heels up and down, stretching the calves, the Achilles tendons, all the way up to the hamstrings, and then come back to downward facing dog. Come forward to plank. Remembering to keep those elbows in. Lower your chest down to the mat. Feet onto the insteps. Keeping your elbows in. Push up to cobra. And then take your weight back onto your heels. And bring your chest forward. Walk your hands in. And come to seated. And take the left hand over onto the right knee. Right hand behind the back. Twist to look back over the right shoulder. Relax to come forward. Right hand onto the left knee, left hand behind the back. And twist to look back over your left shoulder. And relax to come forward. So we're going to remain seated. If you feel more comfortable laid down, that's absolutely fine. But this particular exercise, it's helpful to explain it while you're sat up, and it's also helpful if you're doing it while you're sat. But it's your yoga. See how you find it. But certainly, if you can, stay sat up while I just explain this practice to you. In my classes, at the end of the class, we have a period of mindfulness that can take the form of relaxing the different muscles and joints in the body. It can take the form of breathing exercises, or it sometimes involves a visualization. This is a combination of visualization and breathing exercise. The visualization that we're going to use here is that you imagine that your torso, your neck and your torso are like a vase. So the neck of the vase is here and it spreads out all the way down to the bottom of your belly. And the visualization we're going to use is of water being poured into the vase. So you pour water into a vase, it fills from the bottom, fills up from the middle and fills up to the top. And then when you empty it out, it empties from the top, empties all the way down to the bottom. You can't do it the other way around. You can't fill a vase with water starting from the neck. So it always goes from the bottom and raises up, and then when you empty it from the top and comes down. Now, what the visualization we're going to use here is that our bodies and our breath are like the vase and the water. So when you breathe in, you take your breath down to the bottom of the belly, start to fill up from the belly, fill up into the chest, into the upper chest, and then into the throat. And then when you breathe out, you empty from the throat, empty from the chest, and then you empty from the bottom of the belly. So that's the practice, that's the visualization, and I'm going to lead you through this practice now. So if you want to lay down, you can do, but I find when you're just learning this technique, it's helpful to sit up. Eyes open, eyes closed, whichever's best for you. I always close my eyes. I think it helps with the visualization, but it's completely up to you. If you just place your hands on your knees. If you are going to close your eyes, gently close them now. And simply start to become aware of the rhythm of your breathing. Not changing the breath in any way. Just observing it. Watching the breath as it happens. And then start to make the breaths a little bit deeper. Just enough so you're taking control of the rhythm of your breathing now. Make it a bit deeper still. Still keeping the focus, keeping your awareness on the inhale and the exhale. And then make it even deeper, so you're taking a nice deep breath in and out. As you're taking your deep breaths in and out now, bring back to mind that visualization of water pouring into a vase and then being emptied out from the vase. And the next time you breathe in, take your breath down into the bottom of your belly. Fill your belly, then fill your chest, and then fill your throat. And then as you breathe out, empty the throat, empty the chest. And only when you've emptied the chest, empty the belly. So again, breathe into the belly, into the chest, into the throat. Breathe out from the throat, out from the chest, and then out from the belly. Belly, chest, throat, throat, chest, belly, belly, chest, throat, throat, chest, belly. See if you can carry that on yourself now. Now let your body take back control of the rhythm of the breathing. Restore it to its natural rhythm. And just notice a couple of things. First one, that the body takes back control of your breath almost instantly as soon as you let go of that control. And the second thing is, notice that while you were really focusing on the breath and moving it through different parts of your body, that there was probably very little else going on in your mind. Now let's gently start to move the body now, so wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Just rock your shoulders from side to side, loosening up the bottom of the back. Shrug your shoulders forward and back. And then take a deep breath in and out. And if you've had your eyes closed, gently open them now. Namaste. So, introduction to a mindfulness technique there. Let me know how you found it. As I said earlier on, it is the most commonly used and most liked technique from my students. The video on my channel that takes a little bit of a longer look at that technique is one of the most watched videos on my channel. And I'll put a link on the screen for that as well. So let me know how you got on. Tomorrow we'll be doing some more a lot more yoga, little bit of mindfulness at the end, but back to doing more yoga. And so that's tomorrow, day 8. I'll see you then. Stay safe.